Okay. Win by 50. India's tournament starts now. Brought to you by these guys.
Now delivering in 10 minutes.
There's nothing you can say.
You're nervous.
Yeah.
You're nervous, aren't you? They've won the game comfortably.
Yeah.
They've played really well this tournament. But
Indians
it doesn't matter.
watching goes like, oh, fuck. Oh, we've won by 50. Thanks for coming, Bangladesh, rolling over for your South Asian Masters.
They've absolutely cruised the game, cruised the last game.
India cruises, all the moments, all the phases. Big boys stepping up, guys doing the right things.
Right.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Kohli in the runs, 37, does that count?
We're about to get gaslit by TGC now.
By a couple of whites.
Yeah, that's right, whites.
India made 196 for 5. Bangladesh 146 for 8. Never in it. Let's get to the game itself. Hardik Pandya, 50 off 27, Pezza. Hit him at 185, 4 fours, 3 sixes. He came in with the score of 4 for 108 after Rishabh was dismissed in the 12th over. 50 off 27. He himself has had a great tournament. Hardik Pandya. Okay. Just want to ask you, do we like him now? Do we like him?
Mate, what is it? Run with the hares and hunt with the hounds. I don't give a shit. If he's going well, all good. If he's delivering views, for the channel.
Yeah.
I feel like I was at the 1Katie there for a second when you were booing, but I do note this stat per Crick Info that only once before in the entire history of T20Is had India made more than 196 without any of their top 5 batters scoring a 50. The point is, all-rounders don't score runs for India. The top 5 get it done. The big boys up the top love a stick, get the runs. That's how India get it done. India are getting it done in different ways now.
Yeah.
Another reason for Indians to be excited, whereas before they fail at the final hurdle, now they have a new identity. Runs in the middle, Sky getting it done. The big boys not so much. Don't do this to us, Pezzo. I know what you're doing.
Why can I feel the tension from the audience right now?
I'm going to explain it later in the show.
Okay. I feel the tension deep down in my plums.
Yes.
Scores, Rohit Sharma 23, Kohli 37, Rishabh 36, Sky 6, should he be dropped? Dubé 34 and Hardik Pandya 50. But I'm just like, with Hardik, I was just so confused with the entire thing during the IPL because he's just a really good player, and there was no question that he was going to be selected in this World Cup squad because he's so important. And in the last couple of games, he's shown that. He also takes 1 for 32 in this game. He may well win the World Cup, but I just can't get the booing out of my head,
Roman Colosseum stuff, praise Caesar. What do you say? Maybe he just has a really good agent. They prized him out of Gujarat, hometown boy Gujarat, got him back to Mumbai where he belongs, and the agent's gone, you're only getting him back if he's made captain on X coin, The agent comes to Hardik and goes like, I've made you captain. He's like,
is Rohit still there?
Yeah, that's right. Coin's good, I guess.
I like the bunts.
Yeah.
The numbers are good.
I think that if you turn up at the right time, if you delivers them a trophy, everything's forgotten. Slate wiped clean. Amnesty International.
Pezza, on a slow deck, 196, way too many from the outset. Would you agree with that?
Training run.
Training run.
Yeah. It's like the Swans. Why are they broadcasting training runs?
A lot of people.
Sorry, a lot of people there
consuming
in
this and that.
That's right. In Bangalore going is it still pre-season? I'm bored.
Okay.
Copyright Charlie, that joke.
That's what happened in the first innings. Okay, Bangladesh.
Shout out to Rishabh Pant. God is good to have him back. That cover drive off the fizz from Rishabh, that's touched by the God stuff for me. A man feels alive when he's seeing that stuff. A man knows he's alive for a brief moment. That's all I want to say. I don't want to give too much away, but around my proclivities. But it's very, very good to have him back. And he's like, I hadn't picked him being their 3. And it's another bright inclusion to have Rishabh at 3. I don't think a lot of people sort of saw him being in that role. We've immediately forgotten again. The comeback from him is still happening, but because he's performing so well, it's like we've forgotten where he's come from to be here. It's an extraordinary story from Rishabh Pant. Keep an eyes on it, and he's been one of the most reliable performers for a guy that's largely regarded as mercurial, comes off every so often. When it does, it's great. He's been consistent. You know, it's some runs here. Like he was in the last game, he didn't light it up forever, but he fixed it up a little bit for them.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great. It's flamboyant. Mate, shout out to the man. He's batting 3 for India after nearly dying, recently.
Yeah.
It's incredible stuff. Then he reverse brooms a catch to backward point.
So throw it away.
Normal sentence in 2024.
How precarious this entire tournament is. You think about the game against Pakistan with Rishabh. He was player of the match in that game. Like I'm not sure what he might have got about the same score in this game. Like in that game, 30 something.
30 odd, if not many.
Yeah, but like he won that game. Now, like you think about both teams, like how that tournament could have flipped on a dime on that innings. Like if he gets out early, maybe Pakistan make it. Maybe India probably still get through. But like it is amazing. But like now he's just been playing and now he's just back.
That's right. Oh yeah, Rishabh.
3. Yeah.
He's an unbelievable player. Anyway, huge call from me.
Bangladesh never in it. They finished 50 runs short. I want to talk about Kuldeep though, Pezza. I want to talk about Kuldeep. He finishes with 3 for 19 off his 4 overs. Just shout out to a guy called Jasprit Bumrah, I think it's pronounced. Not being confused with Bumrah, the Bumrah boys.
Indeed.
2 for 13 off his 4 overs. Just went about his work. Economy 3.25. But Kuldeep. Now,
only the 15 dot balls from Jasprit though. He's trending down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A little loose.
Concerned. Is he out of form, Jasprit?
A little loose, yeah.
Can we get some more out of him?
Kuldeep, and also opening the bowling with Arshdeep there as well. Kuldeep, 4 overs, 3 for 19, going at 4s, 11 dot balls for him, but he was hit for a 6. So Kuldeep Yadav is going to be so critical. There's a huge shout. He's going to be so critical. We already knew this because he didn't play in the US leg for
Took
India.
him 4 games to get a start.
Yeah.
How good is this team?
Yeah. There are so many people so angry at us.
I know. The sexual humiliation of Tanzin with his wrong'un. He made Tanzin look like a wrong'un with that ball. And then he sent him too. Tanzin had no idea. He'd call us like, that's out, mate. But believe me, I know when a wrong'un's blown that pad off.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry.
Kuldeep Yadav is okay. Let's talk left arm wrist spinners.
Okay.
Okay. I'm thinking first off, Michael Bevan.
This isn't an Australia-centric show at all. I'm thinking Chuck Fleetwood Smith.
How are you, Chuck? Who else we got? Brad Hogg, Paul Adams.
Yep.
There's not
Simon
really
Kadich.
Simon Kadich, yeah, some
David
of the greats.
Friedman.
There's not really that many international level left arm wrist spinners, but like, is this the best? Is this the best? Is Kuldeep Yadav the best left arm and wrist spinner to have ever played international cricket? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Why do I, like in a discriminatory fashion, feel like even saying left arm wrist spin is getting into equinox stuff? Oh, okay. Well, that narrows it down a fair bit.
Right.
I do think, they've been. I think they've been discriminated against for a long time. I think a lot of people don't include them because if you spin the ball back into the right hand, he's like, I may as well just bowl an offie.
Just an offie.
In
just
a
these
side.
ones,
So,
just doing doorknobs.
Yeah, that's right. Just doorknobs, just like that.
Just twisting
doorknobs
doorknobs.
like that.
How do you do it?
Yeah. One of the greats. Mate, he's a phenomenon. He's gone up a level in his game, I think, in the last 6 to 12 months. He's in and around some serious spinners in India, and it's tough to get a game, but every time he comes into the side now, he makes an impact. And what did India go with this time? They went with the 3 spinners this time. He's come and made his impact. It's going to be hard to knock him out of the side from here.
I'm going to do this now. What now? Get now. Brought to you our friends at Big Basket Now. Okay, Pezza, Bangladesh gone. Bangladesh are gone. And you know what? Like, I just feel like eternally let down by Bangladesh in the sense of like they've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
They've had.
You want more from them?
Yes. Like that. When they win a game, it's not an upset because they've been around for ages. They've got really good players. Shakib Al Hassan, like one of the great all rounders. And I just feel like this is another World Cup where nothing's happened for them. Like nothing good has happened for them. And like, when is the time going to come where they fucking give us a fucking semi-final, a breaking into a final, heroic moment, something, you know? Am I right or wrong to feel let down by Bangladesh every time they go into a tournament? Because it's just like, There's a limp into everything. Is that harsh?
Well, possibly. Like, we talked to Aaron Finch at Dealey Plaza, just around the corner from where JFK was assassinated, and asked him what success was for Australia in this T20 World Cup. And he said, like, semi-final is par. You can't really ask for much more than that. So if semi-final is a good result for Australia, according to the ex-captain who's won the trophy, is Super 8's good for Bangladesh? They weren't expected to go through. And perhaps they've performed just, as they were meant to perform. Then they get stuck in a group, stuck in a washing machine, like Virat was looking for that ball overnight.
Stepbrother stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not for me, really.
No, Charlie told me about it before.
Yeah. Just, you've got to take it easy on that stuff, Chucky. They get stuck in a group with Australia and India. I'm a Bangladeshi going, well, what am I meant to do here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They probably need a little bit of luck with a draw or something like that. Maybe some conditions. I don't know. Like it. There are so many teams who've been playing cricket for so long who we castigate for not winning trophies or going deep into the tournament.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's Bangladesh meant to do there?
Well, I mean, but they barely they barely make a run. As in, like a run in a tournament. I mean, like a playoff run, so to speak. There is no there's barely any competing in games.
Maybe they could have gone
wrong.
the other way, though. I mean, as kids, Bangladesh weren't on the scene at all. The teams that were coming through were like, I'd love to see Zimbabwe keep coming through.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Kenya keep coming through. There are these teams that are, or Ireland, keep coming through. But these are teams who are probably roughly in and around where Bangladesh was, who have gone backwards. Bangladesh, to be fair to them, at least have remained in and around competing in cricket across formats. They've knocked Australia off when Australia went over there. When you go to their place, they're pretty hard to beat.
That's true.
They have a women's team.
That's true.
So their cricket's solid, but I guess that next step is pretty bloody hard to make.
Yeah.
They've got a couple of guys who knock around in the IPL, so at least they've been stable. But it just goes to show how difficult it is to crack through to that next level of success in cricket, especially when one team just hoards all the trophies selfishly.
And the TV rights. All right. That's gonna be received.
That's a different team.
All right, Pezza, last thing. Who do India want? So basically India are in. By the time many people would have watched this, perhaps Australia and India might have qualified. Depending what happens against Afghanistan in the other game.
Cat pigeons this afternoon.
Cat pigeon stuff.
Cat pigeons if Maxi doesn't do his polio gag.
Yeah. My pronouns are cat pigeons. But now we know how the tournament works. India get the second semi-final based on the TV, the favourable TV time.
JSR supremacy.
That's right.
Because it doesn't happen in any other sporting event anywhere in the world.
No.
Where one team's... The bills that one team's fans can pay via TV rights gets them extra information than any other team. The playing field is literally not level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Australia benefits from that as well, so they know which family
India's
they play.
very cleverly tagged Australia along in their group so they can't do as much, it can't do damage to them.
Yeah.
The latest Australia can do damage to India is in the final.
Right.
If Australia makes it, because they've got to play Afghanistan, it could be a real cat pigeon situation.
Clip it up.
Clip it up now. God, we deserve it. We would deserve it.
Okay, South Africa, West Indies, England, or the United States. Who would India want? What's the matchup? Because I feel like that England match up really well to England. But
England match up well to England.
Sorry, England match up well with India. I see that as a good matchup for England.
England, yeah.
No one in their fucking right mind could possibly back South Africa in a knockout game. Even though I think they've been amazing and they've got great players. They've never won a semi-final, ever. They've never played in a final any major tournament. How? Except for the women. The women have.
The demons, psychological demons, power rankings of World Cups in cricket. Does South Africa carry the most demons? Are they the most demonic? I think they've got the most games that have created demons.
Yeah.
But I think that
the weight of the population of India.
That's right. You got to weight it.
You got to weight it, yeah. Yeah. Scales of justice stuff.
Yes, true. Not to be confused with justice of the peace.
That's right.
Right. Wonderful third grader. So if I'm Indian and I'm not,
and
I'm hearing your question, I'm upset. because it's a trick question. Who do we want? That is the trap of Indian cricket.
Okay, now we're talking.
That it can puppeteer their way to a final and to a trophy. That we can keep moving the chessboard around with our financial heft in order to create the victory, to curate the victory that we want.
Okay.
That is the mistake. That actually paradoxically creates more pressure and bad will from the rest of the world.
Oh, yeah.
India needs to take the view that it doesn't matter who it plays. It is as complete a team as anybody else on the park.
Yeah.
It shouldn't worry about who its opposition is.
Great shout.
We may or may not have had some friends make contact recently with us to express their disgust at us saying that India was doing well.
And telling us to shut the fuck up.
To shut the fuck up about India being well. And this is India's issue, you know, like because it's so powerful now.
Right.
It has the affect, and it looks from the outside like it is trying to curate its trophy.
Yeah.
You know, we play our semi-final where we want to play it. Home World Cup stuff, make your own arguments, you know. But for them, it's like, for the nation, it feels like it's win the World Cup or fail badly and go into trauma for a long time.
Yeah.
And this is in a world where the psychological trend with T20 cricket is to treat victory and failure as the imposters they are. That's what most top-level players do now. You know, like they neither get too high nor too low. Sometimes you come off, sometimes you don't. Don't worry about either way. And sometimes I wonder whether the hyper pressure and emotion inherent to India cricket is counterproductive to its success at the pointy end of a tournament. You know, T20 is a game that requires freedom and expression to play well. But if you've got that hyper pressure of a nation and on yourself, it constricts and restricts the way that you play. And that's Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma's challenge. They're good enough, and they've played enough T20 cricket to understand that. But that's the burden that they carry, even though they've got these wonderful players there. It doesn't matter who they should play. Can they create that environment within the team, that bubble around the team where it's like, you guys just play your best cricket, express yourself, be free. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose. Of course, it does matter for your legacies and your brands, etc., and stuff like that. But that's their challenge. So they should move away from trying to curate and work around who they want to play and to plot their path to the final. The view should be chest out, cocks out, figuratively speaking, and play your best cricket. You know, Rishabh style, Sky style, and Jasprit style, and they'll give themselves a really good shot.
So, South Africa.
I'd say South Africa to start with, and if they can avoid Australia in the final, probably handy. Maybe West Indies knock Australia off. And I mean, if they do play the West Indies in the final, it's going to be at a time that suits India. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's going to be a morning game.
That's true. And played in Ahmedabad.
Right. Modi going around on the cart there beforehand.
That's Moti Stadium.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, hashtag AskTGC. This one comes in from Lithium. Hashtag AskTGC. Since cricket is already very popular in IND Pack, which country lifting the cup will be best for business? Do we need the English to feel like they are a cricketing powerhouse for the game to be marketed harder between not just their whites? Or will South Africa's win drive more viewers to the game overall? Would say if South Africa won the World Cup, that would be good for their SA20. But
I mean, would it? Was Australia winning in the UAE good for the BBL?
Did they play that year?
Fucked if I know. I mean, we know. Why is this a question? We know.
Which country is good for business?
Yeah, which country?
New Zealand.
Good for business.
Yeah.
It's self-evident.
Yeah. I thought Uganda being knocked out. That did hurt. That hurt the bottom line.
That hurt you.
That hurt the bottom line.
I mean, we were there for India-Pakistan at the MCG, and the silence around the comm box halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were losing their jobs.
Yeah. That was after we were invited to India to go there for the World Cup because it'd be a good vibe. When the World Cup was in Australia.
Yeah, that was, lift the hood on that. People that we know were like, you guys should come to India for the World Cup. We're like, the World Cup in Australia. Yeah, it's like, the vibe is going to be really good. So you want us... India-Pakistan is happening. I could
Melbourne.
I could kick a torpedo and hit the MCG
I can see it.
from here. I can see it. They're going to play this game in front of 100,000 people. You want us to hop on a plane and move away
Yeah, mate,
to
Chennai.
India. Yeah,
Chennai's going to be good.
Chennai's going to be fucking bouncing.
Enough time has passed, I think, for that story to be done.
That's
Yeah,
right,
tragedy.
time.
All right, well, India.
Well done.
Well, here we are.
What do Indians want? Sorry, I know you just...
What do they want?
There, but if we say that India's good, people get upset. If we start asking questions, gee, Jadeja, it's been a while for Jadeja. Dubé, Zunders, you bring Rinku in there. Jasper only took 15 balls to get a wicket in this game. Kohli's stuck in the laundry. You start asking questions, then you get death threats. You know, like, what do you want? I mean, it's almost like people react to stress differently.
Yeah. What do they want? Do you know what? Like, if India win the World Cup, here's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
It just should have been, like, their home World Cup. The greatest ODI team of all time. Then the IPL, a big IPL, and then they win the T20 World Cup.
Yeah, that's what the building blocks.
That's what it should have been.
Yeah,
and then the Border Gavaskar Trophy.
And then into our summer. As you're saying,
and then the Big Bash.
The Big Bash.
The Scorchers, maybe they do something.
That's right. Kohli plays with the Scorchers.
I've lost my voice. Smoking a pack a day.
Yeah, I don't know. India. I think if India wins the World Cup, I think that the narrative will be that they've conquered the demons, you know, like that erases November 19. Especially if they do it against Australia. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what it will be. Mm-hmm. Like it'll be, finally the team has the thing that we knew that they were good. Finally they've done it, and now the Asian century can begin. Ooh.
People are going to be so upset. See you in a couple of hours. Cheers.